All right. Hey, everyone. Thank you guys for being here with me. This is another sporadic live. I was running around and I just got in, and then I thought, let me just squeeze in here and do this really quick live. Going to take maybe 30 minutes, if that. But if you are a returning subscriber, make sure you hit that like button before I even get started. It helps me out. And if you're new to my channel, then just wait to the very end, hit like or dislike. It won't hurt my feelings. Hey, Broken Dishes. Hey, Infamous. Hey, Rose with Thorns. Thank you guys for being here with me. So what I'm going to show you guys today is this was actually shared in one of the groups yesterday. It is the search warrant. Now, this would be the one that was released early on. It's not the newer one that goes over. It's not the newer one that goes over like the cell phone that was found and stuff like that. This is the one that was released early on that we seen from reporters talking about. So that's what I got here. Now I did find it through the warrant number here, and then I just saved it to my computer. But originally I got my eyes on it last night. Someone found it and shared it, and yeah, so whoever, I forgot who it was, but thank you for finding it and posting it. So hey, Jennifer. Hey, everyone coming into chat. Pepper Peep. Hi, Carly. So I'm just going to jump right into this, like I said. So let me make that a little bit bigger for you guys. There you go. Okay. So I did go back and highlight information that I, think is important. And also, just so you guys know, I will share this on my personal Facebook group that I have for the channel, and that is Crazy Crime Discussions, I believe it is. Usually when I get something from police, like the reports, whatever it may be, I usually put it in there. So I'll definitely put that in there because I'm not going to read word for word of it. So if you want to go back and look at it, it will be put in the group. So just so you guys know. One big hello. Hey, John, thanks for being here. Sorry to any mods that get here. I'm really bad at letting everybody know when I'm going live. I'm just the worst. Okay, so again, this is going to be for Kylen Schulte and Crystal Turner, and this will be the search warrant. And the search warrant was basically for the van that was found at McDonald's. So the women had the vehicle that they were found in, not found in, I'm sorry, that was found at the campsite, which is a silver Kia Sorento. Then they also had now in the report, it says it's gray, but I've seen photos of it. It looks black, but then also I've seen other photos where it kind of looks like a charcoal gray. So I don't know, but that's the vehicle that was parked at McDonald's, and law enforcement found it there and they got a warrant to search it. Now that vehicle was under both women's names, and then there's a Harley that I believe belonged to Crystal. I believe that was hers. Okay, so this is the warrant for that. So I'm just going to go ahead and start reading it. You're lucky. I think you're good. Well, thanks. I appreciate that, John. Hey, Karen. Karen, you emailed me, and I will look at it today. I will look at it today. I know, it's really, really sad. That's what I had mentioned yesterday too, that, hey, King, that imagine, your life is going to be probably, you're going to lose your life. And then just imagine your significant other being right there, also possibly going to lose their life. Imagine just feeling that. So yeah, I was thinking about that too yesterday. Hey, Cats. I seen someone with a really long name. Let me see. Cat Chats Crime and Coffee. Well, hello. All right, guys. The Sorrento, so the one that was at the campsite, is silver. And I do have photos of it. When I'm done reading this, I am going to show you the photo of the Sorrento. I think I have one of even the Harley with Crystal on it. And then also the van, the Echo, what is it? The Echo van? Yeah, the Echo Line van. That one, it's stated in here as being gray. Now, I've seen photos, it looks black, but then there's other photos online where it looks like a really dark charcoal gray. So I don't know. All right, guys, so let me just get started with reading this to you. Thank you guys for being here again with me, short notice. Now, I'm not going to read every word for word. I'm just going to read what I think you guys would want to know and basically what I would want to know. But the beginning part just basically describes that this is a warrant and it's for the gray 1987 Ford Ecoline van with a Utah license plate, and it gives the license plate number. And then it just says that, everything that they're trying to get the warrant for anything that would be found inside of that vehicle. Okay, now this next part, usually you see this in every report. It's usually, I call it like a resume of the person writing it, and it gives their background, how long they've been on, with the police station, their qualifications and all that stuff. So that goes into all of that right there. Like you can see, as I'm a certified peace officer in the United States, Utah, employed by the Grand County Sheriff's Office. He goes on to say how long he's been with them and again what his qualifications are. So again, this will all be posted in the group. So if you want to go back and read every word for it, then it'll be there for you guys. And I'll definitely make a tab for, it'll be like Kylen and Crystal. So it'll be in that tab. All right, let me see. So I'm going to move some stuff around. Hold on, you guys. So I'm not going to look at chat really quick while I read this. Okay. So on August 18th, 2021, at approximately 11:20 hours, so 11:20 a.m., investigators with the Grand County Sheriff's Office was dispatched to a campsite near the LaSalle Loop Road with a GPS locations, and it gives the coordinates. When investigators arrived, a blue Kia Sorento, they made a mistake. It's not blue, it's silver. So ding for them again. Can't even get the color correct. It's actually silver, you guys. And then it goes into what they observed when they got there: a single camp tent, a makeshift rabbit shelter, and normal amenities for a long-term campsite were observed. In a nearby creek, 2 female bodies were found. The bodies were identified as belonging to Crystal Turner and her wife, Kylen Schulte. Both women were undressed from the waist down. One of the females had on a bra that was raised to expose her breasts, while the second female was dressed in only a tank top. Investigators located multiple gunshot wounds on both bodies. The wounds were located on the backs, sides, and/or chest of the victims. It should be noted that these 2 females were reported as missing on Monday, August 16th, 2021. Okay, so investigators were informed that Kylen had mentioned to her friends that if something happened to them, they were murdered. Kylen had continued by saying there was this creepy man around their campsite and they had been intimidated by him. Kylen and Crystal were reported to be last seen at Woody's Tavern. Bar security footage shows them at the bar on the night of August 13th, 2021, leaving at approximately 20:30 hours, which is what? 20:30, what is that, 8:30 p.m.? I tell you, every time I do military, if my dad ever seen that I didn't know it like this, he gets so upset because I grew up with military time. Yeah, 8:30 p.m. Okay. Sorry. The Kia Sorento, which had been located at the scene, so at the campsite, that's where it was at, was seized as evidence and transported to the Grand County Emergency Operations Center for further processing. A second vehicle, a gray 1987 Ford Ecoline van, had been left in the parking lot of the McDonald's located at the intersection of Cane Creek Boulevard and Main Street in Moab. The Ecoline van was registered to both of the victims. Okay, so again, that's in some photos that van looks black to me, but they have it under here as gray. And then again, at other photos, it did kind of look like a charcoal gray. But I don't know if that's just, I don't know what color it really is though. Maybe it looks in certain lighting. I don't know. Now, again, Crystal worked at that McDonald's. Okay, so the van was located at McDonald's. Now, this vehicle was towed from the scene by Nations Towing and remains in the yard of the Nations Towing. The search warrant is being generated in effort to obtain any and all items located in the Ecoline van, which may lead to the identification, apprehension, and/or arrest of any individuals involved in the death of the victims. Okay. How are you guys doing in chat? Okay. Let me see. Hold on. 8:40 p.m. Wait, hold on. Wasn't it hold on. It was 20-30 hours, so that would be 8:30. Hold on, I just seen that comment pop up. Hey Megs, how are you, love? Okay, so now it's gonna go into what they found in the van, not the Kia that was at the campsite. This is the one that was parked at the McDonald's. So this is what was inside of there, okay? Let's see. The personal property listed below or set out on the inventory attached hereto was taken from the person of the 1987 Ford Ecoline van. And then it just says the search warrant date, and then who issued it, and you know what court. Okay, so now this is the stuff that was found inside of that black or gray, whatever color you think it is, van. One black journal with newspaper clippings, miscellaneous mail, pay stubs for the two victims, as well as for Sean Schulte, who is Kylen's father. So some pay stubs for him, and then the two victims, a Bible, miscellaneous notes with phone numbers and other handwritten information, an electronic scale with residue which tested positive for marijuana, a glass pipe with green leafy residue, a small plastic container with green leafy residue, a black Samsung Galaxy 8, which was heavily damaged. Remind me to talk about that. 10 blue pills identified as, what is that? Clonazepam. What is that for? Does anybody know? Is that for pain? What is that prescribed for? 13 white pills identified as ibuprofen, 9 capsules identified as amoxicillin, and 1.5 pink pills identified as prednisone. What is that prescribed? What is that prescribed for? Do you guys know what that is prescribed for? And then this one, I'm not too sure what those are prescribed for. And then it just goes on to state that, again, the deputy, Eric Landon of Grand County Sheriff's Office, by whom this warrant was executed, and then, you know, he just swears and all that stuff. This information was taken into property, and in their property is what it says. And then that's where this part of the warrant ends. I took for asthma as a child, is for pain. Okay, so that's for pain. It's like, okay, so clonazepam, am I saying that right? Clonazepam. That's like Xanax or a Valium. Okay, so let me see. Benzo. Okay. Anxiety, yes. Is Xanax. Anxiety, I'm seeing. Okay. Yep. Okay, you guys are saying that's what it's for. Okay. So that's everything that they found in the gray van. And that's where this warrant ends. There's new information being released now about the about the Samsung phone. Don't have my hands on that part of it yet. Still working on that. But right here where it says that a black Samsung Galaxy, which was heavily damaged, it was found inside the van. I'm wondering now if, remember, it's being released now that they recovered a Samsung phone and they took that into as for evidence, and they're still like trying to go through it, whatever. I'm now wondering because if a Samsung phone was found in the black van damaged, I'm wondering if that phone that they found would have been one of the girls, like a replacement phone or something. What do you think? I don't know now. Now I'm like confused of whose phone was that actually, at first I was thinking it was probably left there by whoever did this, but now that I've seen this, I'm wondering, maybe that phone that was found is probably one of the girls. Ugh. And remember Cindy Sue, she did state that she's seen a phone propped up inside of the tent. So I'm wondering, maybe that phone that was found is going to end up being one of the women's and not like the person who did it like I originally thought. I don't know now. Now I'm confused. Hey, Delana. Yeah, infamous. I'm starting to think that because Cindy Sue said that she did see a phone inside of the tent and it was like propped up. So, oh gosh, would that be the phone that law enforcement took? I just figured if it was one of the girls, wouldn't they have known that? Wouldn't they have shown the family like, hey, we found this phone there. Is this the women? Like, you know what I'm saying? Also, if you turned it on, what would be the home screen of it? Most people put their family members on their home screen. Home screen. Oh my God, I can't even talk. I don't know. Now I'm wondering. Now I don't know what to think about that phone anymore. Let's see. Yeah, so the only thing, okay, so like, yeah, they found a lot of stuff. So they found a lot of pills in the black van. They did. Marijuana. Is marijuana legal in Utah? I'm not sure. Maybe you guys know that. The only thing was the scale that kind of made me wonder because it says an electronic scale, just made me kind of wonder if, if any of them were doing any, selling. Because usually if you find an electronic scale, it's usually, and it had residue, which tested positive for marijuana. So usually someone that's doing it themselves aren't weighing it out. But you never know. So that was found. That's the only thing I was like wondering, no, not legal. Okay. Hi, Patty and Pink. How are you? Hey, Dee. Hey, Mal Mac. Hey, Johnny. It's all right. Hello. They're selling chronic. I'm not even going to pretend to know like all the names. Just someone refresh me. What is that? It sounds so dumb. Hey, Miss Emotions, but not as strong. Okay, thank you for that. So yeah, I'm wondering if it's okay. Sweet Pea, you guys, my mods, just be mad. You guys are all joining now. Just be mad at me. This was kind of like last minute. I actually had a few minutes to spare and I just got in and I was going through this. And I originally wanted to go live with the Aiden Fuji case, but since that didn't play out as we thought, I thought, let me just squeeze in here and read this part of the warrant since I seen it last night shared in one of the Facebook groups I'm in. Again, there's more to the warrant that's being released. I don't got my hands on that part yet. Still working on it, but we got this. So a couple things that just stuck out for me with this would definitely be, what was found inside of the van, which just for me would be the phone. That's the biggest thing for me. Everything else, whatever people do on their own personal time, I'm not judging, so whatever. But the Samsung phone being found heavily damaged in the van makes me wonder if the phone found now at the campsite in the tent was probably, I'm going to say I'm more 90% now, it's probably one of the girls. Also, something else that stuck out to me. So now we know, now it has an estimate time of them leaving Woody's Tavern at 20-30 hours, which was 8:30. I seen so much different times being put out there. I seen 8:30. I seen that one put out a lot, but then I also seen 10:30. So here it says 8:30 they left. We know that they did go to their friend's house afterwards, so which would make sense. when them being back at their location at a certain time. It does say here also too that investigators were informed that Kylen had mentioned to her friends that if something happened to them, they were murdered. Kylen had continued by saying there was a creepy man around their camp and they had been intimidated by him. And then, yeah, so just certain things being put out. And then again, when investigators arrived, they got the color of the Kia wrong, the Sorrento. It's actually silver. In the report, they have it as blue. And then a single camp tent, a makeshift rabbit shelter, and normal amenities for a long-term campsite were observed. Both women were undressed from the waist down. One of the females had a bra that was raised to expose her breasts, while the second female was dressed in only a tank top. Investigators located multiple gunshot wounds on both bodies. The wounds were located on the back, sides, and or chest of the victim. It should be noted that these two females were reported missing on August 16th. Yeah, so Sherry, we don't know. They have not released that, and I don't believe law enforcement will release that until, if maybe they will never. But since no one's been arrested for it, I'm sure they're going to keep that close to the vest because, with the killer still being out there, they're not going to release what kind of gun it was, and they haven't told us yet. Now, there was let me get that off the screen. There was one 9mm casing that was turned into Sean Paul, who is Kylen's dad, at that clue booth. There was that turned into him, but they don't know if that was the actual weapon, like type of gun that was used. They don't know that. Yeah, Rose with Thorns. Actually, Dee sent me something. Let me play it for you really quick. Let me see. Dee, that voice note you sent me, the one yesterday. Hold on, let me mute and see if it's the right one, guys. Hold on. All right, so Dee sent me this yesterday, and this would be from when the private investigator Jason Jensen, he did that interview with Chris from the interview room, and he had stated this about how the women's body, one was found in the creek, which would have been, Cindy found that one. I'm so sorry. Found her, Kylen, in the creek, and then there was Crystal. So it does seem like they were running away. Let me play it for you.
It appears to be only one attacker, and why I state that is, I'm training in crime scene reconstruction, and one of the things that we do know is that one victim is located close to the camp, and then the second victim was further away, as if having to be chased down. So the signs to me sound like a single shooter, and he was, putting down each victim one at a time. But I would think that the real question would be answered from, the state crime lab once they identify which gun. Well, if there was more than one gun, that would indicate that there was more than one shooter.
So I have a question. Are you able to tell us in what sequence the victims were? Who was taken out first?
I see no harm in revealing that. It appears that Kylen was murdered first, and then Crystal was chased down and murdered second.
Okay.
So from the private investigator, what he's saying is, like you just listened, it seems like Kylen was killed first, and then Crystal was afterwards, like running, trying to get away. So heartbreaking to hear that. Any phones found relating to the case would be considered that no matter if phone, maybe law enforcement already knows who owns the phones, not us. Yeah, dogs with jobs. Cool name. Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right, you guys. So let me show you this photo really quick. Give me a second. Hold on. Before you leave me here, let me see. Let me stop sharing my screen really quick. Hold on. All right, hold on, guys. Hold on. And again, I'm going to, where did I put it? I'm going to put this stuff. Okay, so this would be the silver car. All right, so this would be the silver car. So this is the silver one right here. And then, let's see. This is their van. Let's see. And I'm going to put two pictures because I know it was described as black, but then, I don't know. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Talk amongst yourselves while I get this. All right. Again, thank you guys for joining me on this sporadic live. All right. It is very sad. It's very, very sad. And I'm so glad that Brian Anton is out there. I know he originally went out there to talk about the Gabby Petito case, but he is covering this case out there. So I believe it's going to air tonight. And I'm not sure if the interview with Cindy airs tonight or what's going to air exactly tonight, but I do want to go live tomorrow and have a discussion over it for sure. So keep a lookout on that, you guys. I'm letting you know now. All right, hold on. All right. Let's see. Beautiful couple, huh? All right, hold on. Let me stop sharing that. Who's going live tonight? Not me, honeys. I actually have to work later on today. And my daughter has her class too today. Hold on. All right, hold on, guys. Hold on. Can you guys hear me okay? I didn't realize my mic was so far. Sorry about that if you couldn't hear me too good. All right. So this is the van. What do you guys think? It looks kind of grayish tone here, right? But then look at it looks black. So, and I know in the warrant it says gray, but it looks black too. So I don't know. But they did like a chrome gray, yeah. But they also had the Kia Sorento, which was silver, not blue, because it says blue in the report. And then they had this vehicle, and then Crystal had her Harley. So all right, guys. So that's all I got for you for today. Like I said, I just wanted to jump on here really quick and share this with you. Keep a lookout for Brian Entin. I'll try to update you guys whatever he posts today. I'm going to go and look at that right now. Today's really the first chance I've had. In the morning, I was looking at everything with Aiden Fucci and the Tristan Bailey case. And then I had to go run some errands, and now I'm here and I was able to go live with this one. But maybe I'll be able to go live tomorrow on the recap of what Brian Entin says. He does an interview with Cindy Sue, and I want to watch that with you guys. So just keep a lookout. I'll probably post it tonight in advance because I'm so bad at not letting you guys know, especially for my mods. I'm so sorry. But thank you guys for this quick update, and enjoy the rest of your day. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.